Talladega is ahead and we're all anticipating the big one on track. But did you know there's a big one at the concession stand? This weekend I'm taking inspiration from that monster and giving it a twist. Let's find out how and get ready for Dega. Well, hi folks, welcome back to Racin-n-Braisin. I am CJ, lifelong NASCAR fan and chef. Talladega is back and the stakes are sky high, and in my kitchen we're firing up a little chaos of our own. Today we're starting the base for what I'm calling the Gobble One. Stuffing in the center, ground turkey on the outside, breaded, fried, and baked to perfection. It's my autumn spin on the big one, a Dega concession stand monster, and you'll see the full build during Monday's recap. But before we get to the kitchen fireworks, let's talk about what's coming up this weekend at the world's fastest superspeedway. No practice this weekend. Qualifying at Dega will run 2 rounds. The 10 fastest from round 1 move on for the pole. 10 different winners in the last 10 races here. Nobody's repeated in 5 years. Each of the last 4 races had just 4 cautions, and stage 2 has been caution-free for 6 straight. Austin Cindric won here in April from 7th. That's the best starting spot of any winner in the last 9. 4 of the 5 drafting track races this season have gone to playoff drivers, and 9 of the last 11 Talladega playoff races were won by playoff contenders. So yeah, patience, lots of patience. There will be a firework or 2 late. It's a full weekend in Alabama. Trucks kick things off Friday at 4 on Fox. That's a perfect excuse to start your weekend a little early. Cup qualifying Saturday at 1:30 on True TV, followed by the Xfinity race at 4. Then Sunday is the YellaWood 500 on NBC, coverage starting at 2 p.m., 188 laps broken into stages of 60, 60, and 68. That's 500 miles of mayhem and momentum, and somebody's playoff dream is bound to get stuffed. Let's start with the heavy hitters. Penske's trio, Blaney, Logano, and Cindric, have owned the drafting tracks. Hendrick's right there too. Byron, Elliott, Larson. Expect those Chevys to find each other in the pack. Brad Keselowski is the wins leader here with 6, plus 3 runners-up since 2021. Kyle Busch, coming off a quiet but solid P8 in Vegas, could surprise. RCR is always fast on drafting tracks. And never forget Ricky Stenhouse Jr., because if it's a super speedway, he's a storyline. For my dark horses, I've got Briscoe and Priest this weekend. They're not favorites, but if they can keep all 4 on the track and still rolling at the end, anything can happen. And remember, Hendrick and Penske have combined for 13 drafting track wins in the next-gen era. It looks like chaos on TV, but the big teams will usually write the ending. If you're not fortunate enough to use a wood fire oven to make bread, a gas oven will do. We just need to make an adjustment. First, move your extra rack to the top and place either an oven mat or a sheet pan upside down. Place a small sheet pan at the bottom and preheat your oven. Right before you put your bread in, put a cup of water into that bottom sheet pan. Watch out for the steam and get your dough in right away. That bit of moisture is a game changer in the initial part of the bake. Check the description for my full bread recipe below. So here's where race day meets the dinner table, the Gobble One. We're turning the Talladega Big One into a Thanksgiving-style feast. Homemade bread stuffing core, wrapped in seasoned ground turkey, breaded, fried, and then baked to perfection. Come Monday, we'll build it start to finish and find out if the Gobble One survives better than half of the field. Who do you think makes it through the big one at Dega, and what would you serve with your Gobble One? Cranberry sauce, gravy, or both? Let me know in the comments below. Enjoy the weekend, keep your wheels down and your gravy hot. I'm CJ, and as always, stay happy.